My ramblings, this episode, Walking the Line. I observed something pretty interesting at Amazon, and it happened on more than one occasion. Yeah, I had been up on the upper balcony. I'm not sure why I was there, probably going to a shift or something. I kind of looked down, and you see a couple of managers and a couple of workers, and you see one of the managers kind of point this guy. And, I'm watching this kind of, I don't know why it caught my attention, but this guy starts walking down along one of the green lines, and he comes along to various people. When people are going back and forth between shifts or back and forth between breaks, they're all weaving in or out of each other and stuff. Everybody's just trying to get to where they're going. This guy kept walking a constant path, and people are going around him and stuff. And from anybody's one window walking down, it's just another guy that you're weaving with. But from the overall window from above on the balcony, this guy is just walking a straight line, not deviating it from it all. And everybody's kind of moving around him, and he's not giving an inch and stuff. I thought that was odd. That ended up actually becoming one of the things I complained about. And there's a lot of background that I want to give that kind of puts that in perspective. I had some guy do that to me, and I deduced from because of the path he was walking that when apparently he came, I was getting ready to clock in, and as a guy walked by, he kicked my foot and stuff, and I recognized exactly what that was. First, there's kind of an interesting thing. A few months after I had gotten up to a couple of months after I had gotten up here, 4 or 5 months, I don't know exactly, I don't recall. I was at the Gurney Mill Shopping Center, and I had gone inside. I guess I was outside and I was just walking down the path, and I don't know if I was looking at my phone or some paperwork or fidgeting or something. And I noticed there was this guy, you know, a couple hundred yards away, and he was on the right. Now, junior high people usually went to the right when you're swinging around people. When there's a lot of people, you can't always go to the right and stuff. In high school, people generally went to the right. Yeah, the occasional jock thought he was king, and some days he would barricade through everybody, but um, no, that really didn't happen too much. But so the general American norm and culture is, as people approach, each person goes to the right. At least that's always what I assumed it was. That's what I always did. That's what people always did. So I'm looking down. Okay, that's all right. He's going to go to his right, and I'll go to my right. And so I'm going down, and next thing I know, we're on top of each other. So he, almost, I think we almost ran into each other. I guess neither one of us were really paying attention. So he kind of shifts at the last second, goes to his right. And I never really thought that much of it. I thought that was kind of, wow, almost had a collision. Um, and even in this next event, I didn't really draw a connection. But my first supervisor at Great Lakes used to take us over to the mess hall because he'd have weekly meetings or bi-weekly meetings. I don't recall. They'd let us get breakfast there. At a lot of the Navy bases, you know, a lot of stuff that was free for the Navy, they gave access to the civilians. You'd probably have to pay a buck or two for something. You got to use the exercise facilities when you had, even if you ever had time. Um, so that was a cool part. That was sort of compensation for not getting the salary that, an outside engineer got. It was kind of nice. Every base, I think, was a little bit different. I didn't get to use the exchange or the commissaries, but if it was like on base restaurant or chow line, we generally had access to it. Um, so he'd take us over there for weekly meetings and stuff, and the new supervisor came in about 6 months, I guess, and he was taking us over there. And one time I was coming back from my lunch, and he just makes this beeline towards me, coming down the edge of the table. What? I stepped out of his way. What's this guy doing? And I heard laughter. I looked, and I don't know if they were Marines or what, but really big guy up there laughing and just, Jesus Christ, this guy's trying to look good in front of his people. He thinks that's going to impress him and stuff. And but I think I really draw a connection when I saw, because I had to drive around the recruit. After I got there, I'd been there for, I don't know, a couple of months, and moved me out to the construction trailer. I'm a construction contract administrator. At least that's what I was hired for at that job. So it seemed, be out there in the Navy's construction trailer, be close to all the contractors that are doing the projects out there. Um, so it didn't seem that big a deal. Um, but so sometimes we took walks around. Sometimes you had to take the truck because you had to go visit your construction site, or you had a reason to go out to the other side base, the main side base. That's where the main NAVFAC Midwest was. And you come back and you notice that the recruit sergeants are having guys walk along the edge line of the um, sidewalk. They follow that crack between the curb and the sidewalk. I don't know, big deal. I saw one guy who was walking. I said, "Oh shit, man, that guy's walking right into where this machinery was." And if that guy has to walk that line and he can't see it, I pulled over and said, "Okay, do I need to tell this guy those machines are there?" And it probably would have been a big no-no to communicate with a recruit, but I guess he saw him because he crossed the street, so I just pulled him to the parking lot and went to the trailer. Um, and what really became apparent is I'm not sure if this guy was just practicing that on me in the mess hall, or if somehow that they had taken their recruit training out into the community and were having guys practice that same walking technique, and that somehow they thought I had interfered with it or something, and so he was taking it out on me, or he was just trying to show me up. I really don't know, but what is really the link though is that they had guys doing this in Amazon. It just seems kind of bizarre. The Navy doesn't take recruits into Amazon and then have them do this stuff. Are these guys that were retired boot camp sergeants or something that were in there training Amazon workers to do that kind of stuff? So yeah, that was one of the things that is that the people that walk like that, I put in quite a few complaints about it, talking about, what is this? 95% of the people are swerving and weaving. We're all just trying to get where we're going. And this guy thinks he owns a lane all the way down through. We shouldn't have to put up with that. Anyway, so that's Walking the Line, Part 1.